Hello, dear students. Today we are going to start our practical number 11 of programming with Python. So we'll move towards the practical, okay, theory part, okay. So in practical number 11, we have to develop a user-defined Python function for a given problem. Basically, we have to perform two programs that function with a minimum two arguments and function which returns a value. Okay, so we are going to execute this. Okay, basically we have known that what is the use of function. It increase the reusability of our program. Okay, so we'll see the what is the practical significance. All the object oriented programming languages supports a reusability. One way to achieve this is to create a function. Like any other programming language, Python supports a creation of function and which can be called within a program or outside a program, which can be called within a program or outside a program. Reusability and modularity to Python program can be provided by a function by calling it multiple times. Reusability, I am again reading the same sentence. Reusability and modularity to the Python program can be provided by a function by calling it multiple times. We can call it many times, and we can use it when we want. But there is you have what we can say. Understand that we are only using the same lines of code. We are not repeating the again that particular lines of code. So that's why it increase the what we can say, it increase the efficiency, or what we can say, it saves your space, memory space. Okay, that's why it is very efficient, and it increase the reusability. Okay, we can reuse it. Okay, the practical will make a learner to use a modularized programming using functions. So we are going to see how to define a function. Okay, how to define a function with an argument, and how to define a function which returns a value. So we can after performing this practical, there are many outcomes you are going to learn. Okay, so these outcomes, your basic knowledge is going to increase. To perform this practical, you at least you have a discipline knowledge. You have understand how to perform an experiments and practices. You are able to understand how to use the engineering tools, follow some ethics, and it's a lifelong learning process. We have already seen this outcomes and program outcomes. Okay, now I'm directly going towards the theoretical background which is required to perform this practical. So basically, functions are the most important aspect of an application. A function can be defined as the organized block of reusable code which can be called whenever required. So how to create a function? See this syntax. Are you able to see the syntax? Okay, see the syntax. Here we are using def keyword. Okay, and my function is the function name, and after that we are using opening parenthesis and closing parenthesis. Then just give a colon, and after that you can write a executable statements which is required to perform the operation. After that you can write a return keyword, or we can say return statement. With if your function is going to return something, then you have to write an expression. If it's not going to return anything, just write return. There is no need to write any expression after a return statement. Okay, so this is a one way. Okay, so first keep in mind that we have to use a def keyword to define any function. Okay, next, to call the function, use the function name allowed by the parenthesis. Just write so see here we have created a hello world function, and we are calling it directly by its function name. Okay, that is hello world. So it's going to directly print the result. Next is an argument and function. Here we can pass a argument. See this function, def function, and within a parenthesis I am passing a argument that is name. Okay, After this in function, it's going to print the parameter value that is high, and after that it's going to print the name of that particular argument. Okay, so after that, when I'm calling the function, I'm just passing a abc, so it is going to be passed to that function, and argument collects the value, and after that it's going to process it, and it's going to deliver an output that is a high abc. Okay, next we need to understand how a return statement is going to work out. So here we have here the sum function is there. So we are defining a sum function with the two arguments, and after that we are going to perform a addition of that two arguments, and the result is going to be collected in a total variable. Okay, so after that we are going to print the value of total, and after that we are returning the value of total. Now here, after the end of function, I am going to directly what we can say, call a function. He see here, that is total. Now this total variable is outside the function, so there is no relation between this variable and with the variable inside the function. Okay, both are different. Now we are using a sum and passing two arguments. It will calculate its summation, and it is directly going to return a value of that particular total, and total is going to be collected. So that particular value is also going to print outside the function. So that's why it's going it is going to show you the result that is outside the function. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to write the output of this programs, practical related questions. See the manual and copy this program as it is in your IDE, and whatever the result you have to write besides the program. Okay, what kind of programs you have to perform after this practical? You have to perform a program for the Python function that takes a number as a parameter and check number is prime or not. Second, write a Python function to calculate a factorial of a number, and what we can say, a non-negative integer. Then function accepts the number as an argument. And third program, in this program you have to write a Python function that accepts a string and calculate the number of upper cases letters and lower cases letters. Okay, so these three programs you have to perform